wanted to get on here because I was asked another really interesting question about how to communicate with and coach people who come from different walks of life from you. So people who have different life experiences, people that are coming from different communities than you are coming from. And I ultimately think it's just important to understand diversity and diverse perspectives, diverse points of view. Everyone has a worldview that is different from one another's, and it is shaped based off of our own life experiences. So if you are meeting with someone from a particular community that you're not familiar with, it's really important to do your research ahead of time and be able to better understand how they may view the world so that you can come to them and lead from a place of compassion and empathy for what it is that they have experienced in their life up until this point. That being said, understanding cultural norms and ways of communicating, and that includes language barrier as well. So sometimes it might be important to have an interpreter present if for some reason you guys don't speak the same language. It's also important to make sure that you're not using language that they do not understand. Say if you do speak similar languages, but depending on the part of the world that you come from, you may have different interpretations of what certain things mean. And it's just really important to meet people where they are at. It's also really important to be self-aware enough to know how you come across to others so that you can adapt to the situation. And that includes everything from the clothes that you wear to the places that you meet up in, and just being present to the fact that people have different experiences and may view things a little bit differently. So I think that's really important and a really great question and topic to cover too. I feel like we could dive into that quite a bit. I will use my own husband as an example. So he's from Ukraine, and when we first met, there were some cultural differences, things that I did that he thought were weird, things that I do that he still thinks are weird. So just being able to understand that we have different experiences in life up to this point has helped us better communicate with one another and better understand one another. And ultimately, I think what's most important in all of this is just having respect for the other person and knowing that there's no one way that is completely right to do things. There's your way and there's their way, and sometimes you can meet in the middle, but ultimately respecting one another and the way that we do things is how we can better understand one another and work together in a way that is cohesive, communicative, and collaborative.